With the Reacher universe set to expand to accommodate a show focusing on Maria Sten's Francis Neagley, the spin-off has the potential to embark on a specific kind of adventure that Season 3 of its parent property is far less likely to explore. Sten's Reacher character has been a progressively more important character to the Prime show since she debuted during its first season back in 2022. Based on Lee Child's Jack Reacher books, the adaptation has serialized its installments far more than the original author did with his source material. With the upcoming run of episodes being based on Child's Persuader, Sten's presence in the Reacher Season 3 cast is one of the biggest surprises yet, as Neagley isn't in the novel. Despite being a Lee Child character, Maria Sten's Reacher persona has been given a much bigger role to play than her literary counterpart. Being established as the leader of the Neagley cast is merely an extension of that increased workload. The exciting prominence of Neagley's role in the Reacher franchise also makes it possible for other characters to receive the same treatment. While Maria Sten is confirmed to be playing a major part in Reacher Season 3, the upcoming season is likely to otherwise stay more faithful to the source material and instead focus on the exploits of Alan Ritchson's titular protagonist. Bringing Reacher's 110th Special Investigations Unit back so soon would stray too far from the original Persuader book. In addition, Reacher has already delivered 2 very different seasons so far, and the return of the 110th in Season 3 would result in it feeling far too similar to the previous run of episodes. Of course, it's not completely impossible for Sean Sipos's David O'Donnell and Serinda Swan's Carla Dixon to show up in Reacher Season 3. Of course, it's not completely impossible for Sean Sipos's David O'Donnell and Serinda Swan's Carla Dixon to show up in Reacher Season 3. Both characters were still alive at the end of Reacher Season 2, so another team-up between the surviving 4 members of the 110th remains a possibility. However, the romantic connection that bloomed between Reacher and Dixon would not only overshadow the coming narrative, but it would also get in the way of Reacher's reputation as a wandering loner. Therefore, it makes sense for the special investigators to remain mostly separated. While Reacher's character profile wouldn't really allow such a rapid reunion with O'Donnell and Dixon, another team-up of Neagley and the latter two is perfectly in line with what was established in Reacher Season 2. Ritchson's character is awful at staying in touch and is difficult to reach, so it makes sense that he would slip out of contact with his friends and allies. On the other hand, Neagley has already been revealed to have maintained her ties to O'Donnell and Dixon. So, if Maria Sten's character needs reliable and proven assistance, calling in the 2 available members of the 110th for assistance would be perfect. At present, it's unclear just how often Sipos and Swan would reprise their roles, if at all. Neither actor has been confirmed to return to the franchise in the Neagley spin-off show, but that doesn't stop them from being perfect fits for the upcoming project. Similarly, it would be a little too similar to the main show to have Ritchson appear too often in the spin-off, so Neagley will need other accomplices to work with. While Reacher is built on the concept of a revolving door of characters that, for the most part, aren't intended to return, Neagley doesn't have to abide by that same formula. Reacher is a stoic island of emotional isolation who, although he feels things, very rarely demonstrates those emotions visibly. Maria Sten's character is different and shows a clear preference for working with people she already knows. While Neagley will surely be entertaining without more familiar faces to create interest, the return of O'Donnell and Dixon would be a brilliant addition to the spin-off. Sipos and Swan's Reacher characters were given an impressive amount of depth in Season 2, so Neagley could flesh out their characters even more. What's especially exciting about this prospect is the possibility of seeing these 3 members of the 110th interact without Reacher in charge. The established dynamic when the 4 characters are together is essentially everyone else loyally following orders and plans given to them by Alan Ritchson's in-universe persona. With this new branch of the Reacher franchise now imminent, the spin-off can shed new light on existing and beloved characters.